I know you had to keep him in Tokyo, and at first I didn't care. Any emotion I ever had was killed in me a long time ago. But maybe I've just a little left, and I don't like watching it happen to him.
Are you falling in love with him, Tara?
I don't think I'm able to fall in love. You don't have any illusions about us, do you? You know where you found me. And you know what happens to me if I have to go back there. That's the only reason I stayed with you, Robert. Can I make it any clearer than that?
Look at her, Tara. Take another look at Emiko. You knew her, Tara, when she was, oh, what shall we say? When she was an ordinary woman. Not a bad-looking woman. Remember? Can you hear me, Emiko? Can you understand what I'm saying? You think I'm heartless, don't you, Tara? You like to pretend to be a woman without a soul. But these things really bother you, don't they? I think you forget that Emiko was my first human experiment. That she begged me to try the enzyme out on her. And when I wouldn't, she took it herself. And you forget that my brother Kenji volunteered after I gave him full warning.
I know all that. Is that supposed to excuse you?
I don't have to make excuses to anyone, Tara. I'm just trying to remind you of something. Your very good friend, Larry Stanford, is going to change completely. Nothing can stop them now. I might be able to separate his new self, but I'm not going to take that chance. Do you know what that means, Tara? It means when he changes, he'll be an alien thing, a species that's never walked this earth before. Do you think they'll let a thing like that live? Do you think anybody will? Think it over, Tara. Ask yourself if you can afford to fall in love with a monster like Emiko, the woman who used to be my wife.
Come in. Hello, Larry. I'm glad we found you in.
Any reason why you wouldn't?
Put out the sputtering fuse, will you? Are you going to ask us in?
All right, come in. You know where the drinks are.
This is my friend, Dr. Jensen, Larry. I happened to be with him tonight and asked him to come along. Hope you don't mind.
Why should I? Hi, Doc.
How do you do?
Larry, I think you can guess why I want to talk to you. I think you know your behavior lately has not been exactly like your old self.
Now, listen to me.
Now, wait a minute. Don't blow your cork. I've got a couple of questions I mean to ask, whether they're my business or not.
All right, go ahead and ask him.
First question. Do you remember when I saw you in a bar after that old Buddhist priest was murdered? You had a string of Buddhist prayer beads with you, and you never did say why. I suppose this is far-fetched, but I couldn't help feeling there was a connection. Now, tell me the truth, Larry. Did you accidentally see the murder or something like that? Did it set you off, put you in that rotten mood?
Yeah, I'll tell you the truth. You know, I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Second question. Do you realize that your behavior lately has had every aspect of a man flipping his lid?
What are you trying to say, Ian?
Larry, Dr. Jensen is a psychiatrist, the best in Tokyo. That's why I brought him. I'd like you to let him talk to you. World Press will pick up the bill.
So you're a witch doctor, eh?
Well, some people do call us that. I can see right now that your case would be most interesting. Here's my card. What about an appointment tomorrow morning, say 10 o'clock?
Get out of here, both of you. Doc, you go and rattle your bones somewhere else. I don't look after my own problems.
No, we
Get out of here. Just let me alone, that's all. Get out. Just let me alone, that's all. Just let me alone. Let me alone!
please. This is Dr. Jensen. Akasaka 5, show me 132. Please send police here immediately. This is urgent.
All right, fellas, go on back to the office and write this up. I'll see you in about a half an hour. I'm afraid I've got a personal interest in this one, Superintendent. I knew Dr. Jensen very well.
Mr. Matthews, I'm going to ask a favor. I wish you wouldn't print this story just yet.
Not print it now. Wait a minute. Dr. Jensen was internationally known. This is news.
Mr. Matthews, there's a killer loose in Tokyo, the worst known in 30 years, and I've got to stop him. Now, so far, we've reported every murder he's committed. This time, I want to throw him off guard. Perhaps he'll wonder why it wasn't reported. Perhaps he'll come back.
When you say don't print this story, you're asking quite a bit. I have responsibility to my readers, you know.
You also have one to your friend, Dr. Jensen. Believe me, Mr. Matthews, I'm determined to catch this murderer. I have to answer to my own superiors, and if I don't catch him, I'll be obliged to resign.
Well, I'll hold off for the time being. But you can't keep a thing like this quiet.